Hello there guys and welcome, it is MYRNE here and today it's time for me to finally bring you back some more Leicester City career mode here on FIFA 16. I do apologise for how long it's been since the last episode of this series. It wasn't really meant to be taking a break, but I've just been quite busy in real life and I've been finding it difficult to upload FIFA just generally. So I do apologise for that, but it's back now. And as you can see in the background, I'm just giving you guys a little bit of a refresher of what's going on. Obviously we are fighting Chelsea for the title in this season 3, sorry. We won the BPL in season 2 after fighting with Manchester United. This time our opponent is Chelsea, and we're currently sat 3 points behind them, so we're sort of the underdogs at the moment. And actually the first game of this episode is a title fight 6-pointer against Chelsea themselves. So it is a massive, massive opening to this episode. It's literally first versus second. If we lose, we're out of the title race, realistically. We're 6 points behind Chelsea with 5 games to go. That's basically insurmountable for a team as good as Chelsea. You can see the squad in the background just in case you guys have sort of forgotten maybe the starting 11 personnel. You'll also see some of the bench players and younger players as this episode progresses, just in case you had forgotten. Although I'm fairly sure it's only been about 2 or 3 weeks since this was last uploaded. So again, I do apologise for that, but now it is time for the title decider. It is Leicester v Chelsea. Well, it's not quite a title decider. It will be a title decider if we lose, but it's still a very, very, very important game. Leicester versus Chelsea for this one. There you can see the squad in the background. We are the best defensive team in the league going into this one, but we're not, of course, leading the league. We are, though, trying to get a bright start in this one. And Maxi Arnold going for a shot. Decent save in the end, though, from Keane in the Chelsea net. Just under 7 minutes gone. Trying to get off to the best possible start and really hurt Chelsea from the get-go. Corner coming in there from Luis Suarez. It's actually going to get nodded back to him. Suarez bursting into the area and slams the ball home. What an incredible strike from Luis Suarez, and a ridiculous amount of power. I think it's accelerated from the deflection off Ramirez, and it did look a bit dodgy, so I actually went on the settings, mainly for my own peace of mind, let alone you guys not being suspicious at me. But yeah, and the shot power is fine, so I don't know why it was such a quick shot. The shot power from Suarez, incredible. We've got off to the best possible start. We're now trying to make it 2-0. Riyad Mahrez going forward, but what a life-saving challenge from Gary Cahill. Absolutely astonishing defending from the English centre-back, but we are 1-0 up. If the result stays like this, we will be level with Chelsea after this game, and then that's 5 games of the season left, and we are level with the leaders. And N'Golo Kante going forward, he's found Jamie Vardy, it's deflected off Ivanovic, and has actually bounced in, but Jamie Vardy was pretty comfortably offside with just 6 minutes of this game to go. A mistake though there from Nicholas N'Kulu, and Gary Cahill is forward. Chelsea piling players forward. It's Kennedy who finds Loic Remy at the back post, but a wonderful save from Karius. And we are over-committing players forward for some reason. With 2 minutes of this game to go, I don't know why we are. We're on to park the bus now. The resulting corner comes in from Victor Moses. Loris Karius goes for it. He misses it, and it's gone in. And it's Gary Cahill, who's been so just solid at the back for Chelsea, who has got the goal. And it's shambolic from Loris Karius after such a good save beforehand. And we have been struck by another late goal. This time it's Chelsea. If things stay as they are, we're going to be 3 points behind after this game. But Luis Suarez trying to change that, but an incredible save from Jake Keane in the Chelsea net to deny us what surely would have been a winner. What a crazy end to this game that would have been. We've got the corner though. Berardi's passed it to N'Golo Kante, bursts into the centre, and again Keane is there to save. Mahrez can't steer it back into the danger zone, and surely that is it for this game. Indeed it is. And it is a disappointing end to the game. A game we really should have won, realistically. Chelsea's only, well, I suppose second main chance of the game. But it's just disappointing. A lapse in concentration, a mistake from N'Kulu, and then pretty poor goalkeeping aerially from Loris Karius deny us what would have been an incredible win. A crucial, crucial win. Will that be the goal from Gary Cahill that decides the Barclays Premier League, that loses us the Barclays Premier League? We'll have to wait and see. Now, though, we've got an FA Cup tie, and it's a semi-final, and to be honest with you, if we'd have won that game against Chelsea, I would have played this game, but because the FA Cup is not my priority at this point, winning the Barclays Premier League is. So we're just going to go ahead and sim it. We're against Manchester City, who've got a much better side than us, but N'Golo Kante has actually given us the lead after 5 minutes, and we could actually be heading to the FA Cup final, which we will obviously play if we get there. We've got to navigate the next 45 minutes, and Paul Pogba, who's ironically playing for Man City in this save, has equalised just 2 minutes after half-time. It's 1-1, but Breel Donald Embolo has given us the lead. We're making some substitutions, and into the final 5 minutes, we have won the semi-final against Manchester City. Again, to reiterate, if I thought we had a hope in hell of action, I mean, I didn't expect us to win that. I expected us to lose that so that we could then concentrate on the BPL. But we won, so we're now in the final of the FA Cup. I do apologise again for simming games, but, you know, we really have to finish this series off, and I'd rather, you know, sim the odd game and actually finish the series than play every game and not get the series done. That game was pretty important, as it turned out. I wasn't expecting it to be, because I was expecting us to lose, but of course we will play the FA Cup final. So we've actually got a chance now at 2 pieces of silverware in this season, a very, very real chance of 2 pieces of silverware, especially if we win this game here in the BPL against Fulham away from home. Domenico Berardi gave us the best possible start after just 5 minutes. Again, like Kante, and Embolo, just again like the City game, has scored our second to give us a 2-goal and a 2-0 lead here away from home against Fulham, who we have struggled with before in this save, especially in Season 2. Luis Suarez, though, puts this particular game beyond any sort of reasonable doubt with a penalty in the 73rd minute, and it is a 3-0 win. We'll have to see how that affects the table in a moment, because now we're getting into the second played game and the 4th game of this episode overall. Now, if you didn't know my intention for this episode, we're going to get to the final game of the season, and obviously we'll have the finale episode next time. If you don't know what one of my finale episodes entails, then check out the description, and Season 2 finale will be there for you. And we'll do the final BPL game of the season in a separate episode. You'll have seen a moment ago, though, Chelsea dropped points in their last game, so we are now only 1 point behind Chelsea. Whilst we were beating Fulham 3-0, Chelsea were losing points. They clearly only drew. So we've now got to try and win this game and pile even more pressure onto Chelsea. 6 minutes in, and Maxi Arnold here has won a free kick. Luis Suarez is going to try and step up and take it. It's going to have to be a perfect one. 28 yards out. Luis Suarez steps up and takes it. And it is an absolutely incredible free kick from the Uruguayan, the absolute magician that is Luis Suarez. He has completely changed this series. He's completely rejuvenated our title bid. And now with goals like this amazing, immense free kick, we could even win the BPL for a second time in a row. And there you can see a better angle. The West Ham wall not jumping, sorry. I don't think it would have mattered, because that is a basically inch-perfect free kick from Luis Suarez, and it is 1-0 in this game. West Ham, though, got a very good side. Of course, they got Payet, and in the 21st minute, Payet potentially should be doing better there. 21st minute, and he drags the shot wide. A warning sign there for us. 9 minutes later, Daniel Amati, who's in for the suspended Nicholas Nkulu, wins the ball back, finds Maxi Arnold. There's a run being made by Breel Donald Embolo. Can he make it 2? Yes, he can. Breel Donald Embolo makes it 2-0 to Leicester. Really against the run of play. West Ham have been playing very well in this game. They had that chance that you saw a moment ago with Payet, which Dimitri should have done far better with, and they've been punished for it. Wonderful timing there with the pass from Maxi Arnold. Yet another assist from the German playmaker. And Breel Donald Embolo with a cool finish, a lovely touch to get it out of his feet, and then the finish to make it 2-0. 2 minutes later, though, Alex Telles has found Pedro Obiang, and that 2-goal lead has lasted literally no time whatsoever, because the Spanish midfielder Pedro Obiang has made it 2-1 with another wonderful goal. The goals in this game have been brilliant. The free kick from Suarez, the goal from Embolo was pretty tidy, and that's a nice finish as well from Obiang to make it 2-1 here in the 35th minute. And yet another wake-up call. We can't afford to get complacent. Embolo there finding Suarez, then Mahrez. It's ended up back to Embolo. The powerful strike there saved by Darren Randolph towards the end of the first half, and we are still piling on the pressure, but West Ham still piling on some pressure right at the end of the half into injury time, and Pedro Obiang almost scoring again. Some nice skill from Gökhan Toure to find him, but Obiang drags the shot just wide, and in this very, very even game, we go in at half-time just ahead. N'Golo Kante though into the 55th minute has found Breel Donald Embolo, goes past the defender and unleashes a strike, and Breel Donald Embolo has restored our 2-goal lead, and is yet again another brilliant goal in this game, and yet another massively important goal in this entire season, not just this episode. We've had the pendulum, the momentum swinging from side to side between ourselves and Chelsea all episode so far, and maybe another swing here as Embolo trying to get the hat-trick with the outside of the boot. Probably should have done a lot better there realistically. He's won the ball back there as well with some tenaciousness, or some tenacity even, that is the actual word. And he's won a free kick, and Luis Suarez is going to try and step up and take and score another free kick. Can he do so? No, not quite, because it deflects off the wall. Mark Noble getting a vital deflection on that, and it goes just over the bar. Corner into the box for West Ham. Nampalys Mendy clears, but not very well. It's fallen back to Cheikhou Kouyaté, and the shot after a bit of a scramble goes wide. In the end, a wonderfully equal game. Really respect West Ham for going forward and putting a lot of pressure on us. And into injury time right at the end of the game, West Ham still not giving up, but a nice save from Loris Karius to deny Gökhan Toure. But in the end, it is a 3-1 victory, a very, very good result. Embolo, unsurprisingly, man of the match. He was absolutely all over the place and, of course, scored 2 goals in that game. Luis Suarez doing well as well, and Kante too. But that is another very, very solid result there. A win against West Ham. It was a very, very difficult game. I'm really happy to grind out a win in that one. Of course, it's another 3 points towards our title charge. In a moment, you're going to see the table. We've also seen some good growth this episode. Pione Sisto up to 79 now, and some good growth for some of the players too. But here now is the table as things stand, and would you believe it, we're now 2 points clear. Chelsea drop points again. So just astonishing scenes. We've gone from being 3 points behind at the start of this episode. There's now been a 5-point overhaul, and we're now 2 points clear. We have got some difficult games, starting with this one at home against Everton. The player to watch is Breel Donald Embolo for this 5th game of the episode, the 5th of 6 games in this one. And Breel Donald Embolo, 4 goals in his last 3 games. We need a goal from him here, and we need a good performance from the entire squad. Lucas Klosterman's into the side. He's the only main change, and Nicholas Nkulu is back from suspension. Everton getting the first chance of the game. Rather comically, a wonderful dribble and shot there from Tony Hibbert, of all people, but Loris Karius there with a comfortable save. Into the 15th minute of a very difficult but cagey game. Sisto cutting inside from the left-hand side and going for the shot, and Sisto has got the goal, and the man that we signed in the very first transfer window of this career mode is still doing bits. Pione Sisto from the left-hand side, cutting in past Tony Hibbert, and a wonderful finesse finish past Joel Robles to give us the lead in this game. Pione Sisto, what a wonderful goal. Into the 24th minute there, and the referee has given a very questionable free kick there. Maxi Arnold sliding in. I don't think he even touched the player. Got the ball, and the referee's given a foul. It's a very dangerous position. Leighton Baines will step up and take it, and it's another incredible free kick this episode, but unfortunately it is against us this time, and Leighton Baines scores. But you've got to actually wonder what in the world the referee actually gave the foul for in the first place. I mean, once the free kick's happened, there's nothing we can do about it. It's tremendous ability from Leighton Baines. However, the free kick itself was a very questionable decision, and I'm a bit frustrated with the refereeing decision there. Right at the end of the half, and Riyad Mahrez has taken matters into his own hands. The first strike there blocked, and the second strike is saved by Joel Robles in the Everton net. And the scoreline is kept at 1-1, but right at the start of the first half, Arnold has found Kante, who goes for the long shot. It's saved by Joel Robles, but it's there, and it's Breel Donald Embolo who gets yet another goal in this episode, and this could be yet another massively crucial one to give us the lead here against Everton at the King Power. It's shocking goalkeeping, truth be told, from Joel Robles, but Breel Donald Embolo is there, and he's first to it, and Embolo's doing bits again, winning the ball back. Lovely passing move. It's found its way to Luis Suarez. The goal is scored, the ball goes in, but it is offside, unfortunately, and that would have been 3-1. Now Everton going forward, Lukaku nodding it on for Naismith, and it's been converted, but he's offside as well, and 2 offside disallowed goals in literally the space of about 2 in-game minutes for either side. And this game is getting down to crunch time. Everton going forward again, and it's now Romelu Lukaku goes for the shot, and it's bounced off the inside of the post. Lucas Klosterman clears, but only as far as Kevin Morales, who beats Rudiger. The shot then is blocked by Klosterman and can be brought away by Mahrez, but we are under massive pressure. Masuaku, though, has found Luis Suarez, who's in all sorts of space. Suarez now going past Phil Jagielka. Does he have the speed? He does, but the shot is blocked and saved by João Robles. Embolo goes down, but no penalty despite being taken down. But before getting to the ball, I think that was a fair penalty shout in reality, but the ref hasn't given it, and he's had a bit of a shocker in terms of our game. You can see them into the 90th minute. Leighton Baines with a hopeful ball forward, and our defence is nowhere to be seen, and we have conceded to another late goal, another late equaliser in this episode, and this time it's John Stones, of all people, who found himself high up the pitch, and we were on Park the Bus, and our centre-backs were nowhere. And this is what I'm talking about with AI intelligence. Why has one hopeful ball over the top beaten my centre-backs who were on Park the Bus in the 90th minute of the game? Surely you'd think that they'd be really far back and covering runs. They wouldn't just allow everyone to run forward. I mean, it was a 2-on-1 situation. They could have squared it if they wanted to, Everton there, but a disappointing result, and it's meant that Chelsea have now got back onto level terms with us, and it's now 75 points apiece at the moment at the top of the BPL. This is the final game of this episode. It's the penultimate game of the season. You'll see the final game of the BPL season next episode. It is a sim. If we win this game and Chelsea lose, technically we'll have all but won the league because of goal difference. But I'm not really expecting that to happen, hence why we're simming this game. I can't play all the games, obviously, as I explained at the start of the episode. We are simming this one against Aston Villa, and I guess hopefully for our sake it at least goes to the final day of the season, but of course we would take a BPL win at this point. If that does happen, then obviously we'll lift the trophy next time. We've got to focus on the game in hand, focus on the task in hand for now, and at the moment it is 2-1 to ourselves. Halilovic, then Maxi Arnold scoring for us, Bakuna making it 2-1, but now Luis Suarez has potentially put the game beyond any sort of doubt and made it 3-1, and we have indeed won the game in the sim. We've done all we can do, so now we need to check whether Chelsea have lost or dropped any points, and now we're going to see the Barclays Premier League table, and in fact they have. Chelsea lost their game. Chelsea lost their penultimate game of the season, which has all but gifted us a second Barclays Premier League trophy, because we have 27 goals in hand in terms of goal difference going into the final game of the season, and Chelsea have utterly capitulated at the end of this season, and it is absolutely incredible. We went into this episode 3 points down, and now we have all but won the league. I apologise for this sort of anticlimactic way that we mathematically have done it. I wasn't expecting it. I thought mathematically it had to go down to the final day. I didn't realise we could actually win the league there and then against Aston Villa. But of course we will, hopefully, unless we lose 28-0 on the final day of the season, have the trophy ceremony for a second Barclays Premier League trophy. That would be absolutely astonishing. Nevertheless, though, it looks all but sealed that we have won a second Barclays Premier League trophy. You'll see the finale episode next time, the Match of the Day style finale, where I go through all the games on the final day of the season, and there'll be a special FA Cup final episode as well, so you will get to see a chance for us to actually physically win some silverware in terms of an actual played game as well. Nevertheless, I hope you have enjoyed this episode of Career Mode. Feel free to hit the likes button if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you're new around here as well for FIFA 16 content and of course FIFA 17 content in the future. But that is it from me. We are two-time Barclays Premier League champions with Leicester now in this save. Have a great day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye. No.